Pee-wee, all I want to say is this. Batfleck series is still happening. What do you think about that, sir? What up, YouTube? It's your boy Fatal J. Back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, because you're here for me to make a complete fool of myself. Thank you all for coming out. A lot of this news that I'm dropping on you come from the culture nerd, TCN. These are my brothers. I respect them a lot because the heat that they bring when it comes to DC and Snyder Cut and all that goodness is legit, and they brought us some great news. It's some dope super news. We're going to be talking about that, so you're going to want to watch this all the way to the end. I'm going to try to chop everything up into pieces so it can be digestible to you. But before we get into that, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell, because that notification bell makes me feel jiggly. Okay, I already feel jiggly, but it makes me feel giggly too, okay? So smash that notification button so you can see more videos of me making a fool of myself. Also in the description below, make sure to join the Ninja Patreon. $1 a month, $12 a year can make my channel great, make me get more equipment, and put it right back in there for this channel. And I appreciate you greatly, and I'm gonna do more things like posters, stickers, perks like that for my Patreon, because it's 2021 and it's time to go live. Also in the description below, make sure to join that Ninja Blast comic book email list. It's free. My comic book Ninja Blast is dropping March 1st. You're not going to want to miss that because it's freaking fantastic. Great art, great writing, great illustrations, everything. Great action story, all that stuff. Make sure to check it out. I got an article right here from TCN. They just dropped that heat. And remember what I said about the culture nerd. They are super legit when it comes to DC news. The stuff that they have put out there have came to light, have came out truth. And TCN is also talking about Snyder Cut is dropping on March 18th or March 20th, either one of them days. And it's mighty funny that now King Kong, that was coming out on HBO Max, King Kong versus Godzilla, is pushing all the way back for the Snyder Cut within that time frame. So let's listen to this news because it's absolutely legit. This is what my boys had to say. They said updates on Batfleck series, Ayers Cut, and status of Green Lantern in Zack Snyder's Justice League. This is the first paragraph right here. It says sources close to TCN has revealed that the project for Ben Affleck's Batman on HBO Max will likely consist of 8 episodes and will take place before Batman vs. Superman and after Zack Snyder's Justice League. The content will include backstory between Joker and the Devil Robin. Oh my goodness. Bruce divorce, Wayne Manor burning down. They have been currently scouting and shooting locations and looking for an actor that could portray Robin. We have been told that the actor they are looking for Robin is an adult, and this incarnation is a seasoned character that will meet his demise at the hands of Joker. Do you realize how much great news that was just in that paragraph alone? The story is going to be in between. It's going to be in between Batman versus Superman. No, before Batman versus Superman and after Zack Snyder's Justice League. That is beautiful. Shoot. But there's more. It says the Deathstroke portion of the series will include backstory for Slade Wilson, Bill Wintergreen, and his contact with Lex Luthor. Jesse Eisenberg is close to a deal to reprise his role as Luthor. Eisenberg is back. And as Joe Manganiello in his role as Wilson Deathstroke. The project is expected to shoot after The Flash releases in 2022. Batfleck is back in his glory. Straight from the culture nerd. The culture nerd, they have their ear deep in the water. They got sources in the water. The water that's going down now, not the old regime. So, get your eyes and get your hearts ready, because this is going to be so grand and so epic that I think I'm going to lose my mind, even though I've already lost it. Next up, the TCN, they're talking about the Ayers Cut. If you're not familiar with the David Ayers Cut, it's talking about the Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad that came out with Will Smith. You know, you had Will Smith, you had Harley Quinn up in them joints. You know, you had a dope cast. And something was always shaky and rocky with the Suicide Squad. Just seemed like didn't nothing match together. Jared Leto's Joker didn't seem like he got his just due. And that's because David Ayer, the director of the movie, said that his cut shows you everything that goes on. Just like the Snyder Cut of Batman versus Superman, everything came together. David Ayer said his cut is all coming together. It's been rumors that his cut is coming out soon. The Culture Nerd had to say something dope about that. Let's check it out right here. It says sources have also revealed that the Ayers Cut, is also known as David Ayer's Suicide Squad, is still on track. The project would use recent facial scans of Jared Leto taken during the additional photography of Zack Snyder's Justice League to complete its final sequences, which was previously reported to have used a body double to complete the unfilmed scene with the Joker. If Zack Snyder's Justice League proves successful for HBO Max, the project is expected to be announced shortly after for a release within the end of 2021 to beginning of 2022 exclusively on that platform. That is absolutely dope. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it tells you right here. You have to make Zack Snyder's Justice League the biggest thing ever so the ball can keep on rolling, because it looks like the Snyderverse is still happening. We still got the Batfleck series going on. Now, if the Snyder Cut is successful, then you got the Ayers Cut. These movies all come together to make a great universe. The dark, serious, dope universe from DC that you've been wanting. Just like when I want to sit down on Saturday and just have my socks on and maybe a t-shirt on and maybe some tighty whities, and I just want to eat a bowl of cereal and watch some good cartoons. That's how bad you should want. That's how bad you should want this. Now, a lot of people have been wondering, a lot of people been thinking about this. Is Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, showing up in the Snyder Cut? This is the thing about it right here. The Justice League is not complete without Hal Jordan. The Justice League ain't really complete without Martian Manhunter. But the most popular out of those two, Hal Jordan. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people was thinking at the time it was Ryan Reynolds. A lot of people were thinking at the time Sam Benjamin. I'm thinking Sam Benjamin. My boys from the Culture Nerd, I'm not trying to put words in their mouth, but they have also said Sam Benjamin. Pay attention to Sam Benjamin. Let's check out what they had to say about Green Lantern. Here it goes right here. Lastly, sources have revealed that the inclusion of a human Green Lantern will likely not be in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Snyder has previously prepared to use Green Lantern in his film. However, he was not been able to cast anyone in the role prior to his departure. This had left the casting unfulfilled, and the studio decided to not allow him to complete the casting, include the character prior to additional photography last fall. Snyder was able to complete some sequences with a human Green Lantern using the stand-in. However, it is unexpected that he would use this footage in a final cut release in March. The biggest surprise came from the revelation that Snyder was preparing to use Jon Stewart instead of Hal Jordan, with the latter expected to be included in their plans for Green Lantern Corps and Justice League. Jeez, that was a lot right there. It says the biggest surprise came from the revelation that Snyder was prepared to use Jon Stewart instead of Hal Jordan, with the latter expected to be included. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it tells you right here. We're not getting Green Lantern, which is sad. We're not getting Jon Stewart, but we're going to get those characters in the new TV series on down the line. That was a lot of information to take in. A lot of dope information. And I'm going to tell you, boys and girls, the Culture Nerd is not some type of site that just posts up stuff to get people hyped up. I keep telling y'all, the Culture Nerd is legit. There are some legit sources. They have legit sources. You let me know what you think about the Batfleck series that's still going on. You let me know what's going on with Green Lantern. You let me know what your thoughts about the Ayers Cut. Is this great news? Is this horrible news? Does this mean the Snyderverse is still happening? In my opinion, the Snyderverse is still happening, and that's a glorious thing. But like I said in the last video, it's up to you. boys and girls, to turn out and turn up when it comes to the Snyder Cut being on HBO Max. Don't pirate the movie. Go and accept, get the subscription, and keep it moving. And then we can get the Snyderverse going and see more dopeness from DC. And DC can rival MCU like they supposed to, because their characters, even though I like MCU a lot, DC got doper characters, doper villains in my opinion. I'm just saying, get back at your boy Fatal J. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell. Join that Ninja Patreon in the description below, and join that Ninja Blast comic book email list for free in the description below. Thank you so much, and Ninja Badass.
Do you have any advice for someone, all right, let's just say someone like me, or someone like my friend Fatal J, who's got a comic coming out, and
I love like, Fatal J. Hell, Fatal J.
Yeah.
And when we step to the plate, and when we step to the plate, flawless, 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 flawless.
The time for talking is over. It's time to push buttons.